Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to jump into the excellent Pirates of Drinax book box set. And we're going to go into one of the particular books, the Trojan Reach. And we're going to take a look at one specific thing. I took a look last week at the Company of Grandmotherly Love, which is just a wonderful name. Well, this is another megacorp that's not too far away. It's only a page or two after the Company of Grandmotherly Love, which is page right here. I'm sorry, Company of Grandmotherly Kindness. Well, on the very next page, we have Glories Under the Claw. I love the names of some of these corporations. This is an Aslan corporation, of course. And we're going to zoom in. And we're going to take a look at what Glories Under the Claw do. And then we might take a look at the Talleo Dust Spice Importers. We'll talk about that a little bit too. So we're going to have two corps this week. This is a subsector-wide corporation, Glories Under the Claw. It's an Aslan-owned one. This corporation was originally founded by Aslan from the Yarlarner clan, I can never say those, but is now fiercely independent. The company's business is usually described blandly as colony supply and commodities trading, but in fact, Glories Under the Claw is a one-stop shop for would-be conquerors. It supplies everything from Ihate scout ships, troop transports, and weapons to mining equipment, temporary and permanent structures, Kushu forming technology, get it, instead of terraforming, it's Kushu forming technology to adapt worlds to support Aslan food animals and crops, and even slave collars. Tellingly, Glories Under the Claw is one of the few corporations do expensive business in the Glorious Empire. Glorious Empire is, of course, the slaver state of the splinter faction of the Aslan It's their kind of rogue nation. It's kind of neat. I took a look at the Glorious Empire not too long ago, and the corporation wields significant influence along the Aslan border, and is not above inciting Ihate invasions and border conflicts to grow new markets. I think that's neat. Here they are catering to the Ihate, but they're specifically kind of encouraging the Ihate, hey, come on, there's some good land over here. Come invade it, and we can all get rich on it. I just think that's pretty neat, pretty unscrupulous, but that's the whole point. That's why they are Glories Under the Claw. And then the next one I want to look at is the Talleo Dust Spice Importers. Dust spice is a naturally occurring and now synthetically made mild euphoric for humans, but it's much, much more potent on Aslan or Vargir. But the Aslan especially really enjoy either the synthetic or the actually grown dust spice. So the Talleo Dust Spice Importers are an Aslan sector-wide corporation. During the period immediately after the border wars with the Imperium, 380 to 500, Aslan traders found a large market for dust spice, a novel spice which appealed to Aslan tastes, but which is available only in the spinward marches of the Imperium. Talleo Fitaro Yarer, the Talleo Dust Spice Importers, was established to import the novelty. Since then, synthetic dust spice has become available, and natural dust spice is a gourmet treat, but no longer imported in great quantities. Talleo Fitaro instead seeks out and imports any novel or valuable trade goods along the route from Mora in the Spinward Marches and the Aslan capital of Kushu. Its diversification into other trade goods puts it in direct competition with the Company of Grandmotherly Kindness. Currently, the company is a bigger player in the Trojan Reach, but Talleo's business interests run from the Spinward Marches all the way to the Dark Nebula sector. If a trade war between these two corporations does happen, then the Dust Spice Importers' vastly greater reach and influence may give them the edge in the long term, even if the company can squeeze them out of the lucrative short trade route. And then their home port is Kushu, which is the Aslan homeworld, and their territory is Dark Nebula, Eliaswau, Riftspan Reaches, Trojan Reach, and the Spinward Marches. So that got me thinking a little bit too. I did the Company of Grandmotherly Kindness last week, and now I'm taking a look at Glories Under the Claw and the Talleo Dust Spice Importers, and it really kind of inspired me a little bit to look at this. In my home campaign that I'm doing right now, the players are working on the world of Avastin, and they're trying to improve the situation there and make themselves money and things like that. And they've found that they have some 3,500 Ihate, Aslan Ihate on the planet. And the last game, the players were really excited about possibly outfitting this group and looking into the possibility of starting it as a mercenary company. So that got me really interested in researching a lot of stuff for Aslan, and that was what made me brought me to the Company of Grandmotherly Kindness, and then the Glories of the Under the Claw, and the Tayeo Dust Spice Importers. These are all Aslan corporations that I can kind of weave into my story a little bit, and that's why I've been doing the research like this. So it just shows that there's just literally an endless trove of things you can do in Traveller, depending on what your story is and what you want to have happen with it. So I'm excited about introducing at least elements of some of these corps into my current campaign and letting my players kind of decide what they're going to do with it. Are they going to welcome this with open arms? Are they going to resist it? Can they resist it as these companies come into their area? It's interesting. I'm enjoying this. I've discussed it a little bit with my players between games, and they're pretty excited about all the Aslan related stuff that they're getting into, and that's just generally a good time. That's when role playing is the best, is when your players are engaged and you can actually talk games away from the gaming table. Give somebody a call and chat a little bit about what they're going to do next in this campaign or that campaign. That's one of my favorite things about role playing. But this is all from the excellent Trojan Reach book for Traveller, from the excellent Pirates of Drinax set. That's really all I've got to say. Just a couple more Aslan corporations. They're not megacorps. They're just sector-wide corps. But I like that. I like that they're bigger companies, but they're not mega corporations. So let me know what you think. Have you used anything like this in your campaign? Have you ever tried to build up maybe a conflict between a couple of corporations as part of the thing that your players are dealing with? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Tell your friends. And please take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help me out there. That's all I've got today from page 121. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.